E-mobility has many aspects in it. Probably the first thing that comes to your mind is the car itself. But you also have to think of charge point operators, the connection to the grid, but also the payment. It's very important that all these elements work seamlessly together in order that the consumer gets the best charging experience that he can get. This is what we call end-to-end. At DEKRA we are specialized in this end-to-end testing, and we have asked Bert Kreuter to explain more about end-to-end testing and why it is important.
End-to-end testing is basically then testing the entire process which takes place when we refer again plug and charge, where you basically as a person you have no more involvement, but during the testing process of course you have to ensure that this entire process from starting charging the car, so that when you start to plug in the car up to let's say the back office, that there is a high level of interoperability, and of course also that all the data which are being exchanged there are absolutely secure, and this is what we call end-to-end testing. Now it is unfortunately not so simple as it sounds. So end-to-end testing of course is also needed because there are many different type of protocols which are going to be used for this entire communication from the electric vehicle through the charging stations, through the operator of the charging station up to the service provider. And needless to say, somewhere in that picture is also the grid operator, which also in the future will be heavily involved. And all of them, of course, have to work together seamlessly. And that's why end-to-end testing is so important. Now, at DEKRA, we are indeed at a very unique position at the moment that we truly are able to facilitate that end-to-end testing. On one hand, we are able to test all communication standards which are being used between the electric vehicle and the charging station, but we are also authorized as a testing lab for the communication protocols which are being used from the charging station towards the operator of the charging station or even the service provider. So from a charging point towards the back office, of course, also there we have different standards which are being used to exchange information. So communication standards, as we call them. One of them is the OCA OCPP communication standard, which is now in different versions. At the moment we have the version 2.0.1, and of course also the ISO 15118 plays an important role, especially when facilitating this plug and charge. And to make sure that all the information which is being transferred from the electric vehicle to the back office and vice versa is understood by all the actors along the process, of course that interoperability testing is very important.